The most expensive railway project in the country suffers yet another major setback with a shakeup at the top. Joe Hedges, as you see there, the project's COO, is out. Hedges was responsible for the project's construction and engineering elements, including keeping it on schedule and within budget. He was appointed by former Governor Jerry Brown in 2018. So the High-Speed Rail Board will not talk about this, calling it a personnel matter. Our panel definitely willing to talk about it. Clint Olivier and Craig Sharton back with us. So Tom Richards, the High-Speed Rail Board chairman, said they conducted an investigation, guys, into Hedges and no fraud was found. Any reason not to believe something was corrupt going on here? Craig, we'll start with you.
You know, I talked to some of the people that are involved with the project, and they said there wasn't anything, just as you said. You know, the project is moving forward. They're expecting more federal funds coming through. Secretary of Transportation Buttigieg has signaled that more money is coming in, and if you drive down 99, you see it happening. So I think everything is still going to move forward in the foreseeable future.
Clint, is that how you feel about this?
No, absolutely not. This entire project has been Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong, and it absolutely has. And it's gotten worse since Governor Newsom, in his first State of the State address, threw the project under the bus and then upset so many people that he had to walk those comments back within a few hours of saying what he said, when he said that the project's no longer a priority. The Assembly delegation, the legislature, delegation from LA and San Francisco have designs on that high-speed rail money. This thing, if it ever gets finished, will only ever be a diesel train between Merced and Shafter, and they will be done with it, no matter what Pete Buttigieg does.
All right, so real quick, is this setback, because now Governor Newsom has to appoint another COO, could this really put the Central Valley back even more? It was supposed to be done within the decade. Clint?
No, I mean, they're how many years behind and how many billions, tens of billions of dollars over budget? They're nowhere near what the original ballot measure said, that it was going to be a high-speed train between the Bay Area and LA. They can't get over the mountains. The thing has just been a disaster, and my prediction is that one day, if they ever finish it, maybe, but they'll probably just end up giving up.
Craig, are you led to believe, after talking to some of your folks, that this is still going to be completed within the decade?
Oh, I don't know. And I don't think there's anyone that can say this thing has gone smoothly or well as my plan. I mean, I would love to see it happen, but it's been very painful to watch. I do know that they're making progress, and even Assemblyman Patterson, after Davis made those comments, said, regardless of what happens, we can't be left with all this track going through the Central Valley, that somehow we have to make something work here. So,
you know, I read last week that now the Biden administration is talking about making a 7-hour-long Amtrak train ride from LA to Vegas. They want to start that. This administration has no idea what they want to do. There's no demand for high-speed rail, and there's no demand for a 7-hour train ride to Las Vegas when you can hop a Southwest Airlines jet for $49. Well, nobody has any idea what they're doing. And mark my words, one day you guys are going to say, oh, Clint was right about this from the very beginning.
All right, we're not laughing about that. But hey, let's move on, guys. Hey, on Thursday, Governor Newsom launching that new Vax for the Win lottery sweepstakes. $116 million in cash and prizes all together to get more shots into arms. It's funded by the federal CARES Act dollars allotted to the state from the feds. Is this the best way to spend CARES Act dollars, Craig?
I don't think the return on this is that great. I think we could have done better. I mean, I think the best way to get something like this done is to actually believe in people's intelligence and make your case, not do things that are gimmicky, especially with a lot of taxpayers' money. So this is not something that I would agree with. And I'm double vaccinated. So I'm a person that believes in trying to stop the spread of this virus. And but I don't think this is a wise idea. It seems silly.
Clint, are you led to believe it's a modern day kind of bribe? They did it in Ohio. It worked. Somebody won the lottery there. They're doing it in other states. Why not? Why not in California?
Well, it's silly what they're doing. You know, Krispy Kreme gave the certificates for you get your shot, you get a donut, and there have been other fast food chains that have done the same thing. And now the governments, I think Ohio was the first to do it. Now the governments are getting in on the gimmick and giving away taxpayer money. Right, people need to do what they need to do. If they determine that they need to get a vaccine, then get one. But I agree with Craig, it's just silly.
But bigger than donuts, John Cox comes out with a tweet. We all know he's running for governor again. And he says this is Newsom buying votes, as Newsom just polled this week, 57% of Californians would not recall him. So Clint, who's right? Is this buying votes, or is this just getting shots in arms?
I think John Cox is putting out press releases and tweets to get attention. John Cox, I read last week in the LA Times, still owes his campaign contractors hundreds of thousands of dollars from the last cycle that he ran for governor. So I don't really put a whole lot of credence in what John Cox has to say. Maybe after he pays his contractors, then that's something that
Craig,
I can listen to him. But no, it's not trying to buy votes. That's
Craig,
just a silly thing to say.
Craig, 10 seconds. Go ahead.
I would say Newsom is no Gray Davis, and John Cox is no Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All right.
Well
Craig
said.
Sharton, Clint Olivier, we appreciate you both. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All
Thanks.
Right. Up next, the image that's being compared to a Norman Rockwell painting. It's our tweet of the week next.